And let's go to Queensland right now and bring in world champion boxer Jeffrey Horn. Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
Now, you've got the unfortunate distinction of following Shane Warne because you got a beautiful house there, but nothing compared to the king.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got me definitely covered there.
Hey, will you be able to take us downstairs to your nightclub and disco ball and bar?
No, unfortunately, I don't have any of that.
Hey, Warnie's been keeping himself busy playing golf. What have you been up to, Jeff, the last week or so?
Look, not too much. A lot of board games, I suppose.
Yeah.
Love my board games. Get a couple of mates over, play some board games, watch some TV shows.
Well, Foxtel's movies, obviously, Jeffrey.
Obviously, yeah.
Hey, Jeff, it's been similar to rugby league. You put everything into your preparation. Now they've stopped the fight with the zoo. Yeah. What's the letdown like? What is it like when they say, look, it's cancelled? What do you get up to?
Look, it's hard, but I guess I just go into basically holiday mode / trying to do some sort of training as well, just in case everything picks up again really quickly. I've got a air bike here that I'll jump onto occasionally, and I'm not going to the gym at the moment. This week I've kind of scrapped the gym, so I guess I'll wait and see whether that's an avenue I can actually go to soon.
Is there any plans to reschedule the fight with Zoo, and when may that be?
Yeah, it'll be rescheduled. I don't know when. I guess till we find out when is actually possible that we can put it on, that's when it will happen.
I thought if there was one sport that could be saved through the pandemic, well, I thought the combat sports might have been a chance. Dana White was very bullish about keeping it going, saying, well, all we need is a ring, or an octagon in his case, and we need 2 fighters, and we need a ref, and we can test all these people. We need some judges, and we need some corner people. He'd worked it out that you basically only need 12 people and you can get an event going. And sort of, I think his thinking was the same as rugby leagues and AFLs. Well, hang on, we've got a captive audience here. They've got nothing else to do. Could this fight have actually happened? I mean, if we really got desperate about it, I mean, how far in did we get before we called it off?
Look, it was only about a week ago now that it got called off, but they were thinking that. My dad actually had the idea of, why don't you just have it in a studio and just have the necessary people that you need there, and that's it. Then just beam it out, pay-per-view, and see who wants to watch it, because I guess not many of us have much to do at the moment.
A week ago, it feels like a lifetime ago. When the fight got cancelled, that's how much has happened between.
I don't remember the announcement.
I remember.
So much has happened.
Feels like a lifetime ago. But you're a rugby league supporter, Jeff. Is it the Broncos or the Cowboys? Do you go for one or the other, or both?
No, I go for both of them. They're both my teams. I've had a lot to do with the Cowboys, but I followed Broncos from a very young age.
Who's your favourite player?
Darren Lockyer, Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah, nice.
He wouldn't have split him, though, would he?
No.
He didn't want to offend.
Great players. Two great players.
What about your favourite forward? Don't worry about those backs.
Lockie doesn't remember you.
Not me, no. I'm saying it'd be Gordon Tallis, wouldn't it, or something like that?
Gordon Tallis. I was a big fan of Tallis.
Did you play footy yourself, Jeff?
A little bit, not very much. I actually was trying to become a footballer at one stage and just didn't have the size and experience about me.
What were you, a hooker?
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, see, I started too late. I was pretty much at the end of high school. I pretty much started. They were telling me I'm too old by that stage.
Take us back to the Pacquiao fight when you fought him up there in Brisbane.
Oh, look.
You're fighting the legend.
It's hard to even remember the day. It was such a massive day, such a massive experience with that 52,000 people packing out that stadium. And, it was something, I guess, I don't want to forget, but it just becomes a blur in the back of my mind, everything that happened.
How many times have you watched it?
A handful, probably 5 or 6 times. Not a heap, so I don't sit there and watch it all the time, but I've watched it a few times after it.
Was he your toughest opponent?
Yeah, it was probably the toughest fight I've had, for sure. It was a lot of probably clashes, a lot of punches I got in the head as well, but a lot of head clashes we got because he was southpaw and I was orthodox, and that kind of means the guys we're a mirror image of each other and we whack heads a lot.
You, moving forward, you copped the pummeling of Michael Zarafa, but then you came back and beat him a second. It was a fantastic performance. The most recent fight. And your body looked different the second time. You said the first time you tried to beef up with pizza and chocolate and Coke. How did you beef up the second time properly?
Yeah, look, I was a little bit blasé with the first fight. It was kind of a keep busy fight just to get a world title fight at the end of the year, and unfortunately, I took it not as seriously as I should have, and I paid the consequences from it, and that was a big loss to Michael Zarafa, and he deserved the win. All credit to him, but I definitely got the fire back in my belly when he said that I was nothing and that I was an easy beat and doesn't know how I beat Pacquiao, and he would teach me a lesson the second time. So I was like, mate, I've got to beat you this time.
Sometimes you just need a bit of a wake-up call, don't you, Jeff? Like really just to fire you up a little bit and take you to a place that you've probably never been before.
Yeah, that's it. You just need that little push sometimes just to go, remember why you're doing this and remember what got you here. And that certainly taught me that in that last fight.
Have you got a favourite boxer of all time?
Good question.
Look, not really. Look, I like a few different people based on their styles. Like I loved Mike Tyson. It was so exciting to watch how fast he could do. But then Muhammad Ali, how good of a boxer he was. And Pacquiao was actually one of my favourites growing up as well.
Mike Tyson is one of the most unique characters because he went to jail for rape. I mean, you can't say it any other way. Yet he came out the other side and became this sort of Hollywood. It was amazing, and yet people. The first thing, who's your favourite fighter? Mike Tyson. You
just remember how crazy he was, like when he jumped in the ring, just like a bulldog.
Well, it was the prospect of you did not know what was going to happen and what he was going to do.
Still don't.
He's still fighting. Have a look at this. What we discovered on Twitter.
Look at the dog.
So the dog's coming forward here. That's good. Now he's running. There we go. So some shadow boxing.
Oh, I'm speechless.
Plenty of fighters.
What do you say to that?
Plenty of fighters would have stepped back.
What about when he had his tiger and he took the claws out? Do you remember that?
I remember he had the tiger.
He had a pet tiger.
On the Hangover?
No,
in real life. I know.
Took its claws out so I could jump on him and cuddle him and all that sort of stuff.
Unique animal.
Isn't he?
He had that in the movie as well.
That's right, in the Hangover.
Okay.
That's a good movie.
So he's one of your favourite boxers. What about favourite boxing movie?
Oh, what was it? I think it was Southpaw.
Oh, yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal.
That was sad.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. I like that one.
Nice.
You know what never gets, I don't know if it's one of those things that it's so hard to watch. $1 Million Baby. That's a great movie, but I never watched it a second time because it was so arduous.
Did you watch the Raging Bull?
Oh, yeah, that's...
that was good.
I haven't seen it.
Haven't you seen it?
No.
There's a lot of stuff you haven't done, mate.
No.
I'm going to write a list for you.
I haven't seen it either.
Rocky is certainly part of fight. It's a given.
Haven't
It's
seen
part
it
of
either.
Fox.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I've seen Rocky.
Rocky's a classic,
It's
though.
Rocky 18.
hasn't
They're
seen
up there.
Rocky?
Is there, serious question, a Rocky you haven't seen? I've seen
it
I mean, even Rocky 5, the street fight, yeah. But I've seen, and the 2 Creed movies.
Creed, yeah, I think they're good.
Yeah. I think I've seen them all. If I have, I can't remember them now, though.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Do you reckon Rocky comes into, I mean, I know that sounds like a cliche question, Jeff, but that sort of Rocky mentality comes into it at any stage for a fighter. You're in the ring on your own. Often you're doing it tough.
Yeah, always. You basically know you're getting in there, you're getting in by yourself. Your trainer and everyone talking leaves you and it's just you and the other guy face to face. So, it's that kind of Rocky moment where you're like, I've done the work, let's do this.
At least in our game, you can go on the blind side and have a bit of fun.
Blood.
No hide in the ring.
Hey?
No hiding.
How are the family up there, Jeff? How is everything considering the circumstances at the moment?
Yeah, they're good. Well, my family's good anyway. I don't know what about parents and everything. We haven't probably spoken to them for a little bit, and I guess we've got to catch up at some point. But I guess with everything kind of quieting down at the moment, it's a bit hard to see everyone.
What about the Olympics too? We haven't discussed that. Jeff, he fought for Australia with the Olympics as an amateur boxer.
It's not looking good.
In 2012.
Yeah.
But no, they look like they're gone as well. Geez, that would be, Jeff, put yourself in that situation. I mean, you're just about to go to, where was 2012?
London.
London, of course. You're just about to go to London. You've trained your whole life at that stage for it. That must be a shocking blow, not just for the boxers, obviously, but for all the kids who are supposed to be going to Tokyo.
Yeah, that would be absolutely devastating. The amount of work that you've got to put in just to qualify for the Olympics, because you've got to be one of the best in the world at what you do, and there's so many competitions that you've got to win consecutively to kind of get there, and then to finally have achieved that, and then probably the Olympics is about to happen, and them to go, sorry guys, it's not going to be happening this year. You're like, oh my gosh, all the hard work that you've done, basically you don't know when the Olympics is going to be on.
It probably makes it worse if it's your first one because, they say,
you never know.
You've trained all your life in one sport.
Yeah.
You'll eventually get to play in your first Olympics. It'd be tough.
All right, yeah. And also, you don't know. It's only once every 4 years, obviously. That could be it.
Yeah, I only got to one, and I was only ever going to do one of them if I was to make it.
Well, you've certainly made it, Jeffrey Horn, and hopefully we see you soon. April 22 is when you were supposed to fight Tim Zhu, but I guess like everything else, we wait. You look pretty fit, mate, so it shouldn't take you too long to get back into peak condition, mate, but enjoy the self-isolate. Look like you got a very nice house there, mate. You've earned it, and you look like you're in a good place.
Thank you very much. I'll try and enjoy it as much as I can, just going for a swim and playing some board games and watching TV.
Beautiful.
Nice.
All right. Thank you. It's not quite the Warney. It's not quite exactly. It's not quite the Warney self-isolation, but it sounds pretty good as well. Good on you, Jeff.
Thanks, guys.